Hi, hello, and welcome to the Revolving Door series brought to you by Vertex of Abundance. My name is Suri Pieces of Losty. I will be your oracle today, and I was sent to deliberate the findings for the karmic aspect, the karmic side of the spectrum in terms of the divine connection. Typically, karmic is when we're growing away from a specific person, maybe a false twin, may have been a catalytic partner, catalytic mate who we chose to heal separately from, away from, or the perhaps karmic, catalytic soulmate energy is not converting into a high level soulmate or twin. Maybe it's there, but it's not being activated. You're not able to ascend to that vibration. So you're having to heal apart, heal separately, or it's just a lesson. Okay, this mate in your life is a lesson that can include false twin. We're gonna go ahead and get in here and see what we can see what we can do. And let us begin. We're on ratchet protocols. Okay, so a little messy. There may be a curse word or two. And I'm also a bit messy, unkempt, ungroomed. Why don't we get in here, sit in here, see what we got going on. If anything that is said resonates deeply with you, go ahead and check the resources in the show notes. Comment, like, share, subscribe. Book a session, leave a review, take a class, leave a donation. That's Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, whatever, what have you. If you booked a reading on the website, whatever's there, advertised there, at the time that you see it is what's available and accessible to you. It may change the very next day, and no readings are sent out if payment doesn't come in. All right. We have religious factors here. So in the modern times, this could be self-worth and value, self-respect. So somebody just may not be respecting us. Our love life is influenced by religious upbringing and spiritual path. So there could be a lack of respect. There could be a lack of understanding. Also, if we are melanated queens, melanated beings, it just means our soul is a little bit older. Nothing wrong with that. I'm a swirler myself, so I tend to date younger souls is what I'm saying. And yeah. So you deserve love. Somebody might be in their feelings. They might be in their lack of self-worth and value. You were lovable. This other person doesn't feel desirable. Okay. Whether it be masculine or feminine. Masculine energy projects outwards. The feminine energy reflects inwards. And the polarity can change, not so much in a karmic situation, like the Revolving Door series. Okay. But like I'm saying, if you're a melanated queen, it just means your soul is ancient. In that sense, you are a spiritual person. Okay? In that sense, you are a spirit in a human form. And when a person shows up to date you, when a person shows up to form a union with you, intimate, spiritual, physical, otherwise, anything other than a business partnership, friendship, even like roommates, okay? A person shows up to be in a connection with you, they're also with your spirit. So if your spirit is not in alignment, if their spirit is not in alignment, there will be repelling away from each other. You may become repulsed. Insignificant problems may become rather dire in one or both parties' minds. I'm just picking up on that. Okay, and it's not unrequited love, but it will appear to be unrequited love so that there's an opportunity to part ways. You're being given an out, said differently. Okay, because even if there's romantic feelings, it might not be able to go somewhere. So in this day and age, that's also another word for unrequited. Because requited doesn't always mean I like you, you like me. If you can't go towards the connection, that's another version of unrequited. Both parties may acknowledge that there's mutual attraction, and one or both parties may not be able to or willing to pursue said attraction, pursue said soulmate activation, and then I need to draw an eyebrow right now. And so, does that make sense? Because there are romantic feelings, but there's unrequited love, meaning your feelings are worth exploring, but if one or both parties cannot or will not explore, that's just unrequited. There's not enough attraction, chemistry, time, energy, or effort to keep this relationship connection going. Okay, remember that religious factors. You're probably a melanated queen. You probably have an ancient soul. Therefore, when a person, namely the masculine, shows up to go towards the connection and cannot do that, cannot go towards said connection, it's because they're being repelled. Meaning, if you're not getting respected, if your spirit's not getting respected, if you're not prioritizing the spiritual union before it anchors into the physical, okay, we're working things out. Camera angles a little bit different. Okay. All right, let's do this. I'm hearing a song, Cigarettes and Chocolate Milk. These are just a couple of my cravings. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual expectation. Let go of control issues. It might not manifest the way you think it's going to manifest. Cigarettes and Chocolate Milk is by Rufus Brainwright. We'll be deliberating the findings from the Thought Tarot, illustrated by Lady Frida Harris, created by Aleister Crowley. We have the Two of Pentacles and the Pentacles that popped out, along with the Nine of Cups and the Five of Swords. There's some boundaries. Somebody either needs to take advantage of an opportunity, seize upon something, whether it's exploitative, somebody may be trying to infiltrate, somebody may be coming into money, honey. So money is not always cash money. It could be that abundance, opportunity, ease, life is anchoring in for a comfortable time. High Priestess, the Tower. Yeah, so somebody's coming into a windfall. This is a celestial endowment, spiritual inheritance. It may also be an actual windfall. The Five of Swords, that's typically the body in terms of passing, okay? With the Tower, something's going on here. So what I'm seeing is that somebody's activating, realizing that the love might have not been unrequited. And there needed to be massive action. Somebody needed to, remember I said, seize upon, they needed to act quickly or swiftly, recognizing an opportunity and making it happen. It might be that it's karmic right now because both parties can't be in the connection, work towards the connection. One party may be at a distance. One party may be somewhat otherwise occupied. It may be entangled some way elsewhere. Because there is a need to wait and see. For the High Priestess, it means that pay attention to the knowledge and the understanding of the cycle more so than the actions to move or complete or culminate said cycle. With the Wheel of Fortune, the cycle will resolve itself. It might be time, or it might just be that fortune has smiled upon this connection or some kind of way. Now, to a lesser degree, because the Tower is here, it can be luck and unluck. It can be fortune out of misfortune. Okay. It also can be that future actions will be taken when currently or up until recently there hasn't been a lot of action. But there's a deep awareness here with the High Priestess. I do want to say that after next month, we're going to start doing the extended readings, okay, for the 1111 and the revolving door. This one will be a freemium, meaning you might have to go link somewhere, do whatever. Actually, I'll figure that out, okay? So there's wish fulfillment here, but it seems like a singular wish. So somebody was hoping, wishing, praying, or they wanted something and they were chosen. It's them, it's theirs, it's for them. And they're just coming into that understanding and awareness. So with this unrequited love, it's a perception, it's not a reality. Moment. That would also indicate that for some reason there was a pause or that there's a delay here. Yeah, after the storm. So it seems like some stinking thinking in the past. One person thought they didn't deserve love or they weren't receiving the love that they deserve. On the feminine side, I would, or the person seeking, watching this video, I would advise that focus on what you want, because you might need to refine what it is you're manifesting and attracting from the universe. And then this other person, they have an awareness that there's something that they want to manifest, or there's a way that they want to manifest. Okay, so in these circumstances, even though it's under the scope of karma, it just may be that timing is off, and one or both parties need to stand secure in their intention, which might be a test from the universe. So that would also suggest that recently one person ascended or one person actualized themselves, so they grew out of some type of karmic cycle they were in, culminated, completed some type of karmic cycle that they were in, okay, with a wheel of fortune that's timing, destiny, the gate opening. It's also the tables turning or the scene being set. So I feel a little bit of destiny here. And what I'm detecting is that somebody in the past, one person in this connection in the past, wasn't ready for this connection. Even if there hadn't been no meeting, had been no contact, maybe the two hadn't crossed the path yet, hadn't crossed each other's path yet. And it happened. But for whatever reason, one person recently came out of some type of karmic cycle and the other person may be ready, but is at a distance or for whatever reason, doesn't have the ability or the wherewithal to step into this connection. And I keep hearing the word yet. So I'm getting positive news, but I keep hearing yet. Okay, so one person's doing their own thing, but not in the terms of like you're on the back burner. One person might be, like for instance, I just had somebody who met their person, but they're at a distance, and the other person is finishing up residency training. So it's going to be a few months before they can come towards each other. Example, you know, they're on the same page with this cosmic connection here. Okay, so it has been an honor and a pleasure to serve you. If anything that I said resonates with you, go ahead and check the resources in the show notes. We're going to go ahead and do an extended reading for this, but it'll be free, so just donate whatever you want. The suggested donation will be, or anything revolving two people, like a couple, it's always a little bit more. Like my rate, a little bit more for partnership reading, okay? The suggested donation is going to be $360 versus the typical $270, but you're only required to start. You're only required to start leaving a donation next month. So this month you can't leave a donation. Don't feel bad about it. Just when you're checking out, I'd offer up as much personal information as you can so that I can add you to the newsletter later and keep you in the list for the mission school and all that fun stuff. Okay, so like it's a free service. And that's also just a quick some housekeeping. If you're telling me that something is not helpful or not useful or whatever, understand this is a free service on YouTube, okay? So I'll be very helpful if you come into an individual space with me and the energy is just for you, but I'm reading for the collective, all right? And that's just housekeeping. No worries, no harm, all right? Peace, love, light, unity, harmony, and respect until we meet again, until we meet again. Namaste, Dhanava, and Ashe. Until next time, check the link in the show notes, and eventually it'll be pinned to the comments. The extended, it will be gratis, meaning free of charge, although it will look like you have to pay because it's asking you to choose your donation amount. You can just hit 0 and keep it moving. Okay, you don't have to though. Bye-bye.